We are to the last point. We are in the last part. We made it, guys. We made it. 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 We made it to the end of Abraham's story. And today we are on the last part, and we're going to look at Genesis chapter 25 from verse 1 to 10. We're still going on with the series on Abraham's seed. And this is the last part. And we're talking about the life now, the ending of the life of Abraham, where he was gathered up. And we're titling it Blessed Even in Death. So after he married his beloved son off, finally found a bride for Isaac, he took a second wife named Keturah, and she gave him 6 sons, whom he gave gifts and sent off. Because according to the covenant that he had with the Lord, all that he had belonged to Isaac. So he bequeathed all he had to Isaac. So for a moment in his life, before he died, he lived under the rule of Isaac. That's what it means actually to leave your father and mother. Because when you leave the father and mother to marry, then you become a head of your own household. And as you continue to grow, it will reach a point where your father will be under you. Because as you're growing stronger, your parents grow weaker. So at some point, you'll have to take over taking care of them. You understand? But now they'll be living in your house. You'll not be in their house. They'll be living in your house. So your marriage will still be safe and secure. And you'll be having the added advantage of you will live a long life because now you're taking care of your parents. Because the commandment is you honor your father and mother that your days may be long. So Abraham lived 175 years and he gave up the ghost. The Bible tells us that he went into his grave in a good old age. He lived a long life. That was one of the blessings the Lord had promised him. He went there an old man, full of years, and was gathered to his people. He was gathered to his people. Now, I want to ask you one question. Since the Lord had told him to leave his people, his kindred, and his country, which are the people that he was gathered to? I'll give you the answer, don't worry. The people that he was gathered up to are the people who lived and walked with the Lord before him. So when he went, he was gathered up to people like Noah. He was gathered up to meet people like Abel. He was gathered up to meet people like the sons of Noah, the people who lived a righteous life before. He was gathered up to meet the people who lived a life to honor the Lord, who in Genesis chapter 5 began to call upon the name of the Lord. So we, even us, when the time comes for us to end our stay here on this earth in this body, will also be gathered up. The Bible tells us that we'll be gathered up to Abraham's bosom because he is our people now. We are his descendants by faith. So when we're gathered up, we'll go up there, we'll meet Akina Noah, we'll meet Abraham, we'll meet Abel, we'll meet Elijah, we'll meet all the people who walked with the Lord faithfully here on earth. So it's something to look forward to, that you're blessed even in death. So his sons, Ishmael and Isaac, buried him next to his wife Sarah in the cave at Machpelah. And that's where the story of Abraham ends in the physical. But we're still talking about the story of Abraham even now, many years before, after that. And the story of Abraham is still being written through us who are his descendants by faith. I know this is a short one, but that's how the story ends. It was just a comma, it is not a full stop. It was a semicolon in his story. He slept, but his legacy lived on in Isaac. It lived on and on and on and on to the point where now it lives on through us. I cannot express how grateful I am to get to this point. It's been a journey of almost 3 months now to record this entire series. I'm so grateful to everyone who's walked with me to this end. I'm more grateful to God because he's the one who's been pushing me. He's like, just do it, just do it, just do it. Sometimes I look at the videos and no one has watched, and then I'm like, what's the point? But he keeps telling me to do it. So I am grateful to God. I am grateful to myself for sticking it out. And I'm grateful for you because you hung out with me. Because somehow it feels like I'm not talking to a camera, I'm talking to many people out there. Like thousands and millions of people. Because that's the prayer I have in my heart that every time I speak, thousands and millions of people listen. So thank you so much. I remain Cheptoweke, God's PA. I love you with the love of Christ. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, to turn on the notification bell, and to write a comment in the comments section because I love to read them, okay? I will see you in wherever the Lord leads us next. I just realized there's no next one, okay? I love you. Bye.